І так, глядачі всіх вітаю, ви на каналі SINOPTIK TV. Сьогодні знову ж таки буду проходити Відьмак 3, друге доповнення, яке називається Кров і Вино. Гадаю, я пройшов недавно сюжеточку цілу. Плюс це десь на це пішло 86 годин, чи плюс-мінус, да. І зараз я прийшов за 3 серії, прийшов перше доповнення Кам'яне серце, яке дуже офігенне доповнення, мені дуже сильно сподобалось. І зараз я проходжу друге доповнення, це називається Кров і Вино, яке набагато більше має матеріалу, ніж перше доповнення Кам'яне серце. Тому не забувайте, можливості лайкосики протискати за контент і підписуйтесь на канал. Всім приємного перегляду і погнали!
What the golly blasting devils are you doing, men? What plague? An unfortunate...
Is that what you'll tell Emil's widow? That a cow crushed him and it was an...
What happened here?
Look! It's that witcher who's come to town.
Saw your notice.
Yes, indeed, and a horrid one at that. We've irked the gods something true, we have. In Zeracania, they've sent a plague of locusts.
Enough! Enough! No need to so panic. Come, Master Witcher, I shall default. Yes, an unfortunate matter indeed. To be crushed by a cow. A true shame, Emil. I told them at once there had to be a simple explanation. But that lot, no. Right away they started in screaming, plague! Demanding higher wages for hardship. Poor...
My job is to fix...
That too. The thing is, since none bother to clear the cow corpse, some filths overrun the other pit. We fear to venture there.
Not surprised. Cow.
Why, the ordinary spotted kind. Nothing unusual. Its corpse rots in the other pit, sends out its stench. And Emil
Погнали!
Need to know more about this.
No, but sounds there were. Osterv had just gone to see how...
Doubt it was the cow that hit...
Probably true. At any rate, come morn we ventured out to see, but the vermin... Master, tarry no longer, please.
Fine, I'll look into it. Might be a botched portal, but I doubt it.
La Piota reward you with progeny aplenty.
Що за діч у них тут відбувається? Відьмак, візьми себе в руки.
Must be a meal. Workers mentioned... Right, now where do I... Crushed by something heavy. Skull base is cracked. Fresh tooth marks. Necrophages. But they got to a map. Won't learn anything else from the... Tissues crushed in places. Must have fallen from quite a height. Gut sliced open. Not much blood, so it happened after death. Heart at all. Tooth marks. Small ones, though. So necrophages left him. Deep claw wounds. Spread between talons indicates a draconid. A wyvern, probably. Right. Right. Now where do I Got it. All clear now. Cow died when it fell from a great height. Draconid must have dropped it. A youngster probably trying to get the cow back to its nest. And then there's the crane. must have hit it pretty hard. Dropped the cow, then probably tried to steady its flight. Got hurt in the process. Good. Should be simple to track down. Traces of draconid blood, barely perceptible. I'm on the right track. Started bleeding heavily. Wound was more serious than I thought, looks like. Smells like sour mash. Draconid must have attacked a local distillery. Bastard. Damn, you're ugly. Gonna hang your head from my saddle. Landed on the roof of the distillery. Raised a ruckus, made a mess, then moved on. Paw prints. Crawled through here. Clearly too tired to fly. Was in a bad way. Barely crawling. Second draconid landed here. A larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal. Then they flew off together. Should be easy to track. Smaller one was still bleeding, luckily. Flew off together. Probably bound for their nest. Another cow. This one's been dead a lot longer, though. Slizzard did this, too. Can tell by the claw marks. The burns. Must feel safe here. Trail ends here. Might want to take a look, just to be sure. Had it right. Slizzard stole the cows. Well, killed them already. Maybe now I can get someone to pay me for it. Good thing I incinerated those eggs back there. Now to collect my reward.
Я тоді вже, походу, повбивав. Мені зараз не приходиться нічого робити, імба.
Go, go.
Well?
Yeah,
Did I not say so from this?
young Slizzard flying over the quarry. Probably heard the last of...
A praiseworthy.
Here.
All cleared up now, right? No gods, no plague, just the dragon, but it's gone too. We're to pay Emil's widow compensation.
Що він хоче від мене?
Master, what would I have done without you? Countless throngs of Lebiota's followers will praise in prayer.
And you'll pay me.
But of course, your reward. The investor is a serious man of enterprise. Our plan foresees mass conversions, with the donations that will follow.
Good luck then.
Ого, він мені дав бабла.
Our head positively
And verily I say unto
Wine
you,
is better than
if
stew.
men were
For
but to
stew
let
you
the
have to
prophet
chew.
Lebiota's teachings into their hearts.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh.
I wonder if I can get a loan from the sheriff. And if I were to get a
Banquets and wine are rather suited.
Whoa! Go, go. Faster. Giddy up.
What do they call you?
Name's Geralt. Francois Legoff, I presume. Your betrothed.
Well, indeed, for Grotor.
By napping outside the cave for a fort.
I have tarried a bit, true, but the delay is done. My word?
Wouldn't happen to
I-
deposit the beast's head at your beloved's feet. No mention.
All in all, I suppose you're right. But I shall be the one to lop off its head.
We gotta kill it first. Strange. No sign of Gretori.
Perhaps we should turn back?
Cradle filled with children's shoes. Doubt I've ever seen a collection this grotesque. Impressive. You'd think you were in a winter garden. Bones. Small skull. Fontanelle's not completely closed. An infant, various somebody's made tools. Gretori must have taken them from its victims. Cradle filled with children's shoes. Doubt I've ever seen a collection this grotesque. Something on the other side. Can't hope to get through. Neither sword nor signs will cut this. Clear as day now. Spriggan, gotta be. Be off somewhere, probably feeding. Need to lure it.
Very well. To work then. Gods, thy will be done.
Уф.
Decided to say hello.
Lost your nerve?
Spirit!
Hold on.
Я чел живий. Ти вижив, да? Ну.
I'm... Nay, nay. The head of this beast is a trap. The world awaits.
Take my advice.
I beg your pardon. That I wish to make my beloved's name known the world to...
Shut up and listen. Crests, scrap metal armor, swooning damsels, all that's nothing to do with hunting monsters, witches. Find some other way to prove your valor. Only thing you've...
You do not mince words, master. In Tucson, one might demand... Yet, there is truth in what you say, I cannot deny. I survived with my life by...
Завалив кабанчик.
Run, Roach.
Missing altar!
The forest, the mighty forest around us.
Yeah?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about...
Ah, you the one posted the notice?
First, my dear witcher, we must establish ground rules, given the vast difference in our respective social... I expect deference. I expect you to...
Listen, friend. So I'll call you whatever I want. And you either deal with that...
The call. I shall file a complaint with your guild.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you address it to customer service. Now talk.
Naughtlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over.
Mm-hmm. Great. Let me go
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence.
noises you...
Well... But they're most clearly audible in the...
Means the monster must dwell underground.
In the night. Just as they were years ago. When the building...
Whose...
Most...
Despite the vast difference in social status.
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take...
Depend. Fine.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned.
It's quiet. Guess the monster actually is nocturnal. Gotta wait till dark.
Біда, почекаємо.
Alright, let's look around. Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? Rats. Not known to kidnap farmhands. What the...
Out of my way! Nothing to see here. Move along! Hurt. Vermentino and Coronata have partnered up to purchase them.
Is that you? The Tony's champion?
Nothing to see here. Move along!
A tunnel? Can finally see something. Kikimores?
Я назад вертався.
Damn it.
Привіт, Базиліто, привіт. Так, а що далі робити? Я щось не роздупляю.
Goes on and on this tunnel.
What now, you piece of filth?
Паскуда.
Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away.
Йоп.
Getting more interesting by the minute. Damn it, Young could hatch any minute. No Kikimore dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws. Cracked Kikimore eggs. Something's been feeding on them.
Воно буде якийсь бос.
Water coursing, last underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores, and is big. Very big. Won't learn anything else here. Time to go back to the surface.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Sacre bleu!
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it.
tunnels.
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few Kikimores down there and destroyed.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Here you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them.
Where'd you last see Jean-Luc, madame? Exactly.
In the
New seedlings there?
almost all, my dear. I requested
Madame,
tall, exceedingly well.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well.
Then none, I suppose.
silver jewelry?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that.
Should be it.
Then what are you fritting round here for?
Patrolling on an empty stomach.
Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Blanket was laid out here. Good vintage. Must have been a special occasion. Footprints. 2 sets. Someone had a picnic. Or something. Man's footprints lead here. Blood. Human. Something walked through here. Big bastard with a heavy tail. Large, deep tracks. Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Felled trees, as if something rolled over them. So is shale mar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that. Trail leads to that cave.
Зашибись, моя
Claw
любовь.
marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Show me what you got. Wonder what lured the giant centipedes. Whoa, shale mar's close. Jaguar's lair. Gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait. Need the blood of a recent victim and some of the mushrooms that grow here. Highly decayed, partly eaten. Been lying here a while. Fresh corpse. Must be Jean-Luc. Crushed ribs, cracked skull. Shalmar did this. No two ways about it. Silver pendant. A lock of hair inside. Same color as Madame de Bourbeau's. Gotta spill it within the lair, somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave. Ugh, that stench. Shalmar will be here any minute. Come on, show me your claws.
Можна не показувати свій кіск.
What now, you piece of filth? Not bad. How you like that silver?
Як же ж я його покромсав? Сюди.
Now I just gotta chop off its head and get my reward. Die.
Let's go!
Why don't you all just have fun?
Hey, what?
You.
You'd best be back.
Got rid of the
Shelma.
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a...
Well, Master Witcher, you make a poor first impression, but I'll...
As for Jean-Luc...
Who? Oh,
Right. After all, he is just a peasant.
Come on.
Good day.
Got good news, madam.
As do I. Francois has returned. We marry in a week's time. Prenuptial teachings at the temple tomorrow. Dress fitting the next morn. And good fortune to you on your path.
What shall I do? What do?
You best behave, Fred. You're in both.
You'll frighten me, kiddo.
Giddy up.
Привіт, дядько, всіх тварюк вже перебив. Пупсик, привіт. Тут Неможливо це зробити, але я дуже багато перебив. Але тут всіх перебити неможливо. Вони респавняться постійно. Це як союзники і вороги World of Tanks. Всіх ти переб'єш. Ну важливих в більшості так.
Camp's abandoned, but a lot of this damage is recent. Guess I arrived just a little too late. Should look around still. Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been. Blood. Of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent.
Це чудовище.
Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile.
Горло
too,
розірване.
judging
Ну
by
якби
the
я грав в World of
disturbed
Tanks, то було б ж срака розірвана.
Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk.
А так тільки горло.
Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here.
The poops.
You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do. I posted a number of signs, warnings, specific.
Well, a lot of good they did.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the sign. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum.
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does...
Your coffers. Got a store of...
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead. But I do make generous rest in this unfortunate merchant's family.
Where's the bast...
Of course I have an idea. But you don't really expect me to tell you.
Find it myself, then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints.
Та давай не будемо його вбивати.
Busted barrels. Contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there. Used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Your Coco is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her in. Drawn her to the caravan.
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
It is so indeed. A wound from a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a potion that'll neutralize that. Basilisk scales are usually thicker, not nearly so fine. Could be more sensitive to fire, this one.
Alas, it is true. Your cast has a terrible fear of fire. She's a highly sensitive creature. Rid your mind of any thought to kill her. You would destroy the last of a species.
Та не чіпай того Василіска, хай собі живе. Цей чел за мною буде бігати, ні?
Odors dispersed. Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky. Blood stains. clear as day. Sense perceptible again. Just as I expected, second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why. Just as I expected, second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why. Hear something, but it's no basilisk screech. Human voices?
Not about to roost at its nest with warriors. Yamo, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back. And who might you be?
Funny, about to ask you the same.
They call us the Reavers.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, who the hell are you?
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your breath.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Boholt mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
A professional. Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom's something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild, we'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen, this hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected. If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know...
Basilisk lives for...
A witcher defending a beast.
Ah, no scrapping with filth today.
I did indeed, and the word...
Your share, would ya?
Easiest job I've ever done. Godspeed, Witcher.
Нічого не зробив, виконав місію. 48-го левела.
You spared your caste. I thank you. And be assured, I'll take...
Gotta try harder. Figure out a way to...
That I shall do. Master, you must accept more. Be it a symbolic...
Don't need any more. Rather you paid it out to the...
Noble of you, Master. Your caste has flown her nest.
Must have sensed a threat.
She'll return. Always does. I suspect I might even know where she's gone. I tracked her away, but something might come of it. Who knows? Your caste...
Sure hope not.
Фізичне завдання.
Hey-ya!
Острів Селяві. Та на плотві. Це плотва. Саме так, його любимий кінь. Плотва. Єдиний любимий кінь. Якщо уточнити. Так. Ух ти, що це таке?
I'm walking on water.
Я ходжу по воді?
Just like
О, я ходжу по воді.
a pond skater. Who are you thinking?
Прикольно. Що тут відбувається?
Hey, happen to know how the hell I can walk on...
Naturally, I know. Since time immemorial have I dwelt in solitude on this shore, and I can testify.
What's so extraordinary about it? I mean, besides the fact that...
A sword, most wondrous, lies in its depths. The blade may be grasped solely by one who possesses the 5 chivalric virtues.
Folk call me a lot of
Мерлін,
things,
коротше.
but virtuous? I don't know.
Чи хто це?
Yet I do know, for I know who you are. You have proven yourself capable of great sympathy. You are a man of honor, as many can attest. Of humble means yourself. You show generosity to others. Your valor is the stuff
Може, через те, що я
of
лишав
legends.
інколи
To acquire
живих
the
жертви,
sword,
то
you must first
через
convince
це я
me
гідний?
you are worthy. The inscriptions on the stones describe the 5 virtues. During your time in Tucson, you can prove these virtues dwell in your heart. In this world there are...
коротше, бла-бла-бла. Коротше, бла-бла-бла і бла-бла-бла. Як завжди, такі завдання. Клас. Вода тече. Так, а мені чекати де? Тут? Чи де мені чекати? Чи мені, коротше, ну, я поняв це завдання. Треба десь там бігати, щось там виконувати свої завдання, паралельно мені хтось щось там підвернеться, я маю допомогти, напевно, комусь, так? Так. Дальше. Індіго, крутий меч. Що значить крутий меч? Цей що? А, крутий меч. Поняв, я думаю, його треба вже крутити. Хотів його розкрутити. Ну, пішли до сюжетки. Арондит, це так називається меч? Я думав, що це якийсь ескалібур.
Go, go.
Я думав, це по типу екскалібура. Або молот Тора, який можуть не всі підняти. Вернее, не только лишь все. Мало кто это может сделать, да? Сказав Кличко. Там на камені треба прочитати? Що на камені треба прочитати? Мені треба вертатися? То мені треба вертатися чи що? Мені серйозно треба вертатися? Дочекатися. Ні, це потім. Додатково. Чи це зараз можна робити? Це зараз можна зробити зразу, прочитати? Зараз. А, поняв, дякую. Чому в нього нема в кармані якогось надувного цього? Надувного катера, надувного човна, щоб він достав себе з рюкзачка і я поплив на ньому зразу. Бажано якусь швидкісного там. Катамаран надувний. Коротше, треба бути щедрим. Коротше, треба бути відважним, щирим, відважним. Коротше, бути співчутливим. Ну це чисто я. Це Геральт. Честь має бути. Треба, щоб була ще плюс честь. Ну і мудрий, все. Понятно. Ну це типовий Геральт. Тут. Не взяти, не дати. О. О, бабло піднімем. В казино. З честю в казино погнали. Як тут немає ні поруч, ні одного тепа, що за діч? Метрів для плотви це ніщо. Равна мигом. Добіжить туди. Бувається, що він зеленіє.
Never a good omen.
Ще якісь не дуже це місце. Його маю всякої погані.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something.
Стримна територія, тут стільки всяко погані. Погані.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you... Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table. Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Так, це якісь нове завдання появилось. Ага, це карбами полювання.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Секундочку. Воно, яке воно мерзке. Мерзотне прям. Як воно хоче жрати. Чисто я, коли готую борщ. Він мене не бачить, так? Шки недовольні.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
А що там сказано?
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Будемо їсти без ложок.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? But curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped. This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the blue for Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though, except cut it down. Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own junk heap.
Not bad.
Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own junk heap. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands. And the bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew for...
Чекай, не понял.
Just at least. Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew. Regis at least. Do anything for the... Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
От подіяло сюди. Десь йому погано стало.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Трандець.
Time to end this.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Вийшло.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe. So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible...
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quick. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100...
Horrid.
Told me her story. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful... One evening when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feet. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful since she adored feasts. He swore no one would ever wish to and as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd...
A harsh punishment. I imagine.
Curses are tricky. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her...
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal.
That's it?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find
I imagine so. But most important.
Starting to really like this.
As you wish, sir. Shall we see it?
Feels like...
Indeed, moment.
Thinking about...
Excellent idea.
Great.
True indeed, true. Is there anything...
Could use another weapon.
I know of a carpentry shop.
Fine.
Of course, at once. Is there anything...
Along the path.
I agree.
Yes.
It goes without... By this time tomorrow... Is there anything...
Was wondering about the...
Oh, but that is immaterial.
Yeah.
I can tell a man...
Чітко.
Is there anything...
Starting to get into...
What a splendid...
You know, Roach.
Oh,
Зараз бабла не буде.
My Roach deserves the best.
I shall get to work at... Will you be need...
So...
Well, you're in luck, sir.
Good idea.
The idea is... Will you be need...
That's all
Тупо
for
все
now,
віддав,
baby.
походу. Видите, що я йому все віддав. Мені ще 2000. Живем.
I thank you. So tasty. Oh,
So tasty.
so good.
Ah, love, youth, adventure.
Зараз забахаємо собі тут віллу.
That's it, Roach.
You have proven
Mean the sword's mine?
the sword deserves the hand of a master. You must prove your skills are worthy.
Anytime.
Then draw your blade.
Погнали, дідок.
Time to end this.
Дідок. Бля, дідок.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Ти фігню робиш трошки.
You have proven worthy of wielding the
Behold,
Він кращий з того, що в мене є. Так що мені цей меч тепер полити замість носу.
Faster. That's it, Roach.
Секунду.
Think your friend's hand will make for...
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tea.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands.
Raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Send your
My watchers. Was something to go wrong? I could then arrive quick.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonant?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who...
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away,
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just...
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief...
All right.
We shall visit Teshamutna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse, abundant enough so that the
Teshamutna.
It is a place of torment, a torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the...
Sino...
In a moment.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of...
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt, but you must remain calm. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamutna.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. Beyond this wall lies
an ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to...
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our realm with this one opened and this land unknown other. This was the first place we saw her.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. great many beings have breathed their last here.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us of
Whose is this glyph? Who for?
They ventured beyond the sea.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe and Deadlove's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tadet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for?
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would bet. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and attracted necrophilies.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Its stench is so thick, I'd wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what? Was I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, girl. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Uh-huh. We just have smelled the blood.
What? Lost your nerve?
shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming. Ugly bastard. Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before...
Resonance.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were... This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation...
Relax. Got some experience.
Very well.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Count, sir.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they... What did you see?
Delacroix. His death seems Dedloff had made friends with him. And he was overcome with fury, remorse.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlev I know. See anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dedloff.
Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would
It's our only lead.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet...
That's fair. Rest up.
Oh! Apologize, old diddler.
Who's next? Know how to whistle? Just put your...
Cut you, you little fuck! So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for...
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle...
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so...
A far-fetched conspiracy
I'll conspire to welt your...
Leave him alone.
Just who this...
His father.
Oh, poppycock. I knew...
I'll teach him honesty. He'll know... So back up!
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Now let's not do anything rash.
We'll break your legs, vagrant!
Teach you to help scofflaws and cheats.
Bat move!
Back, numb it! Jump is like
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started?
I'm investigating the beast on the Dutch.
Ah, yes. We've heard.
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make...
Listen,
Oh, wait! Before we...
but my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stunt. then? Who?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock.
An arrival. Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing.
How much?
Let's say...
What? Gotta be kidding me.
expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New...
Got it all.
I should think so.
All right.
It's not... Ah, see? 1,000 thanks. I shan't forget. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots...
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here.
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, do you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red.
Worth checking. Might have...
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps...
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with. Red door. One the boot black mentioned. Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar?
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be... Come.
He here? Sent.
No.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently.
It's rather disturbing.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. So this is his nest. Detloff van der Herentane. You do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a
There you have it. Proof positive Detlaff killed not of his own accord.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he... because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She be...
Ever meet her? Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will. I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Detlaff grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Detlaff's anger could frighten anyone off.
Detlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks
hard to argue with that, and hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to...
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they...
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to...
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Tools were used recently. Detlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. A true home from a full conjunction of skills.
Look, slips of paper. Count Crespi, Count Dulac.
Detlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote all of it written using this. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported.
Fair enough. Still worth
Look, this slip...
With wine. Not much to...
Perhaps. Yet perhaps all...
That's... Seems Detlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's...
All noted down using one and the same Nazaire ink. And not in his...
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlaff's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlaff's being...
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed. Render the Black...
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlaff? He gonna go on killing what?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here.
Your Grace, the palace is secure. Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher. I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a Witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods?
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed...
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vamp...
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to...
Go ahead. Send...
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but...
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my...
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious...
Try to talk...
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha!
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally... rich. Capable of... This one fell in love with a woman. A human.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again.
Which is why that... Vampire's only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly.
And what do you propose?
I'll find a...
You were to destroy him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the...
I admit to being...
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on... One of them stained. A drop of...
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine.
Your Grace wish...
Witcher? Benoit, can you determine which one?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. It's simple. Saint Real.
That's impossible. The wine is produced. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen.
Wait. Your Grace wants...
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney.
Your Grace, what you propose is
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on some. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short...
Yes, Your Grace.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
You've the look of a knight. Over there, monsters have come.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us! You beast! Begone! Help! Save us!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
Come on, Roach.
Tell me more about this vineyard. Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Ortusa. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Hey there.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from...
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the...
I trust her.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We...
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then...
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce one.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Which is...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat...
Of...
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrice.
Want to talk about some...
I am at your...
The song...
One might...
Not like you make the wine all alone.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the H. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process...
Who hold...
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for...
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see.
Your Grace? How am I?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Son Real. Someone who should... Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. Remind me, where is the Son?
In the main cellar, around...
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Of course.
Come, Witcher.
What if Fabricio... Blackmailing the vampire. Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Everything lines up at first glance.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage.
Herveloos. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here. San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full. Full. Full.
I have a feeling we'll find something awry.
Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Son Real? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Son Real.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. The fact that it did was...
Master Fabrizio. Let's see what he...
Master Fabrizio.
But your grace...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak...
I admit it.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. This
is what I provide.
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I shall tell you everything.
Who'd you sell?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had...
This man's name...
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired...
I've no Sintrin Arist...
Wine itself.
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart.
That's it? At the
that is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived.
That's enough.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must... What now?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could... Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say.
See no...
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive.
Fine. When the handoff begins... Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan.
Great shot. Good thing you reacted.
At your service. It was a good fight.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about...
Don't need to like each other.
If that's how you wish to treat it. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. Let us go to her grace. She await...
Wait, she...
I hope you did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must... Captain, do the...
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent...
Your nun's lover. They call him...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast.
What?
Sure can.
In that case...
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this...
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood.
What? No.
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Gotta...
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Who hired...
He'll...
Ought to be worried about me right now.
Go on, man.
The Centurion. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know. That's what they said, that we were working. I don't know any...
Take him away. Throw him in the... Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Centurion. Someone else must...
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I...
Let's go to town.
It's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers...
What if something has happened?
Captain seems like a man who can...
Perhaps he can, but this Centurion appears to be no... He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptional.
Still don't know.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him...
Need to find the Centurion, whether or not he's responsible for the murder. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely. Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you...
This Centurion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty.
Used to it.
Must you always? The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the... There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a...
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She said...
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception.
Gotta nab this.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the estate.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will...
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. But
Precisely what we shall do.
We,
Geralt and I. In that sort of...
where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A residence in Oatville. It's a... Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mount...
just in case.
When the clock strikes 6, ladies start to work their
Hi,
lips.
darling.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Ah. Oh.
Sacre bleu. It's...
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. I'm...
Thanks.
Ever your servant, sir.
Nice tune.
Reginald Albrecht returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets.
Late. Why is that?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapon. How do we find the Cintrian?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first.
Right. Right you are.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary play. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performance.
We were...
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will...
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in the...
I don't know where...
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize...
Well, well. Dandelions always complain.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are... Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black...
Got her.
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we...
All have the right to create. Cast some paint on.
Paradigm manifested.
Paradigm, paradigm. Falling that wine. Wine's what's needed. Wine renders all
Let's look in the alcove.
What else will they think of? Attention. I was prepared for all.
Good to see you, Gary.
Absinthe. The preferred hooch of artists.
Careful. It packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Should you
Let's look in the alcove. Greetings. Good to see you, Gary. Come, let's look in the alcove. Greetings, Witcher.
Free a stone subtle sword requires great precision.
Yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious.
Greetings, Witcher.
In its purest
Smooth and ruinous to the entire...
That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine!
Should you tire of these gauds? Scarlet, crimson, oxblood.
Nice lips. Full, sensually parted lips.
The composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Quite the noble color.
Splendid! The sky over Toussaint before Easter.
or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
One false move could prove ruinous to the
Should you
entire...
tire? Yes? How might I assist you?
There must be someone such talent, exceptional true. Would I ever How fair is your
Consider yourself. Stipend. We are busy.
But are you sure? Please leave. This is a private alcove.
Rage.
Do you seek someone? I beg your pardon.
And I'm sure you understand.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Come,
It's an
no, let's look
outrage.
in the shops.
We wish to be alone.
Oh, I don't know.
Good to see you. My regards.
Sweet blood.
Do not disturb! Shoo, shoo!
Mm-hmm. It's the right flower.
Of course it is! A Koviri orchid.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still! You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow.
I know the style, the stroke.
The gracious lady has...
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself.
At one point, the palace changed.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her. I've always longed to paint.
I think...
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together to...
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I...
Deception, truly. Why would I ever have to return?
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
Looks like he held a flask of perfume. Gift from the Centrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
What if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely.
Sorry, only art.
Come. We must consider...
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito.
Yes, Your Grace. How?
Look,
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman.
what did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room.
Yes, Your Grace.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee...
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
No pulse.
He slit her throat.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would...
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Ori.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go off.
Bloody handprint. It's his. Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Tore down the door. Made a platform. The flower pot over in the door. Must be pretty strong, too. Footprints. Made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder. Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Links at a snap chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Links at a snap chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it, hard, then sank to the floor. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone tried to grab it. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of... Jewel's still here, though. So our...
So, this is the tracker.
Indeed, this is him. We found the...
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would not... I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile... I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
Claim the man was...
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my...
After this is my guess.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana...
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems...
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then...
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found...
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek. Is this the only evidence we...
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passion...
Oriana. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employ...
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I?
You must excuse me a moment.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems...
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and...
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme...
It... My sister, Siana, might be among the scheme. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the...
Think your sister...
You see, I recall her always being rather...
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rival...
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's fair, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At the time, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after law. What did your
Siana...
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it...
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had. That Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if no matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form.
I'll find her.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... Witcher, I hear you know Regis too.
Seems surprised.
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with...
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the...
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the beast... Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see.
I wonder what a monster...
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might...
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends.
If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time...
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the...
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires? A witcher?
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your...
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Now listen close.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be in...
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman...
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm great. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might.
Regis, gallant. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff.
Didn't expect...
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Dun...
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at... It stands along the Saône-Retour River. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight.
Am I invisible?
What do you have on off?
Witcher.
Another murder by the horrid beast. Nilt under...
Greet. What do Greet. Fair good.
Helps prevent ailments of the skull.
Your boots could use some polish, vagrant.
They fought like two cats in a bag, and now they're to run Belgar together.
I do not know how I will ever.
Don't expect to be paid.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks.
Horrible ordeal you endured.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching all my family's long gone now. The last of my kin.
This is a big
Truly? I could.
Yeah.
After all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fought.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen.
Nothing could make me happy.
No, thank you. How's...
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies...
Do just that. See you later.
Take care, Witcher, and...
Renovation?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a
If you...
My fingers need to shreds.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think. A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time. Renovations coming.
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labor. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought with all the work on Corfo Bianco complete...
Sure, what?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of sep... And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron...
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina through...
It was so.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time.
That'd be bad. This...
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you...
Thanks. Might want to look around some. This one's full too. Nothing interesting here. Full. Nothing interesting here. This one's full too. Full. Nothing interesting here. This one's full too. Strange. That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Dark secrets taints even a fairy tale.
That witcher's rather handsome.